Good day everyone, I'm JAYLOU Marie D from BSHM1. Be tackling about the Chapter 6 of Tourism Public Sector. And today we'll be tackling about the case of the overpriced airport. By the way, in the overpriced airport, the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 was constructed by Japanese contractor Takinaka and was set to open in March 2007. However, the said airport facility seeking to address the capacity of problem of existing airport terminals has been beset with two major problems. First, the alleged overpricing of NAIA Terminal 3 of $140 million has led to cabinet level probe. Takinaka priced the project at $275 million Fraport. AJ, one of the corporate outfits of the Philippine International Airport Terminals Corporation, PIATCO or PIATCO consortium, which got contract. And by the way, the Chapter 6 is related to tourism public sector. And next, we'll be tackling about the learning objectives. Identify the various government agencies involved in development and promotion of the tourism industry as well as their functions. Describe the relationships of the agency with one another. Next, explain the possibility public service career in the industry. The responsibility of the government developing, organizing, and promoting of primary importance of the Philippines in order to government to be more effective. Partnerships with private sector need to be fostered, and cooperation from local communities need to be worked out by Richard Gordon, former Secretary of Tourism. And then we have here the Department of Tourism, the Philippine Tourism Authority, the Intramuros Administration. The Department of Tourism, or DOT, was created by virtue of Presidential Decree Number 189. Is a primary policy-making, planning, and programming, coordinating an administrative entity to executive branch of government. In the development of the tourism industry, both domestic and international, discussion of the law, the power of the regulate, license, and supervise tour operators, accommodation facilities have now been devolved to local government units. However, it must be noted that the power to regulate does not include the power to prohibit operation of the establishments. Without due process of law, the word regulate, as is used in Section 1, Section 24444 of the Administrative Code, means and includes the power to control, to govern, and to restrain. But to regulate should be not construed as synonymous with suppress or prohibit. In Philippine tourism law, we have a Presidential Decree 564, October 1974 was enacted revising the character of the Philippine Tourism Authority, which was originally created under Presidential Decree Number 189, dated by May 11, 1973. Strengthening the Philippine Tourism Authority, or PTA, was needed in order to be in the better position of the effective unity and integrate relative activities and services of both government and private entities pertaining to tourism development projects. The Intramuros Administration has been one government agency that has been used on many occasions due to call for development and the need to preserve historical place, which is the entire Intramuros itself. A number of business enterprises have attempted to provide the more modern look to Intramuros in case business activities which added to the pollution of Intramuros, the demolition of some old structures, but Intramuros administration has been quite strict at times, especially when civil society exerts needed pressure. So by the way, Intramuros is a place wherein the old places has been preserved. We have the government agencies. We have the National Parks Development Committee, or the NPDC, the National Historical Institute, or NHI. We have also National Center for Culture and Arts, NCCA, the Philippine Convention Visitors Corporation, PCVC, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, the National Economic Development Authority, or NEDA. We have the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, the PAGCOR, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR. So by the way, we have these agencies that help our sector to be employed. The National Parks Development Committee, or the NPDC, it helps preserve the parks or the places of landmarks. We have the National Historical Institute, which instate the preservation of our ancestors or ancestral houses, ancestral places. We have the National Center for Culture and Arts. These agencies will preserve our local dances, our arts, or our singing. The Philippine Convention and Visitors Corporation. We have PCVC. It engage with Philippine Convention, wherein they giving tours or a place to preserve or input the materials. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, wherein the BSP were located the mining sector, who this place will be the location where money comes out and comes in. The National Economic Development Authority, the NEDA. We have the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, the PAGCOR. This is famous because it's related to our field in the casinos. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources. This DENR, it's related also for the preservation or sustainability of our place. We have the Department of Labor and Employment, the Department of Public Works and Highways, the DPWH, Department of Tourism and Communication, the Department of Transportation and Communication, or DOTC, Land Transportation Office, or LTO, Land Transportation Franchising Regulatory Board, LTFRB, Maritime Industry Authority, Marina, Air Transportation Office, or ATO, Civil Aeronautics and Board, the CAB, Light Rail Transit Authority, LRTA, Metro Manila Rail Transit Corporation, MRTC, Philippine National Railways, PNR. So by the way, these are the development of labor employment, which means this is the places where the people will go to ask about the informations of every sector. We have the DPWH, or Department of Public Works and Highways. This is the place, this is the sector where we're gonna ask the progress of road projects. Department of Transportation and Communication, the OTC. This is the famous, the Land Transportation Office, or LTO. This is the sector where the people will capture that riding illegally. The Land Transportation Franchising Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, is in a national regulatory board. The Maritime Authority, the Maritime Industry Authority. This is the Marina. Let's proceed. Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, Board of Investments, or BIR, Philippine Economic Zone Authority, PEZA, Department of Foreign Affairs, DFA, Bureau of Food and Drugs, BFAD, Bureau of Customs, the Philippine Coast Guard, Professional Regulatory Board of Customs Brokers, Mayong Filipino Foundation, Nayong Filipino Foundation, NPF, Tourism Enterprise Zone Authority, TEZA. The responsibility of the government in developing, organizing, promoting its tourism industry is of primary importance of the Philippines. In order for the government to be more effective, partnerships with private sector need to be fostered. Cooperation from local communities need to be worked out by Richard Gordon, former Secretary of Tourism. And that's all.